Best e-commerce platforms. I have been in the e-commerce business since 2011, managed and helped others build 6, 7, 8 figures brands. And I also own a 7-figure e-commerce brand. I tried multiple e-commerce platforms, attempted to build my own e-commerce platform, moved businesses from one platform to another, and I also was expanding businesses using various e-commerce platforms. And I was dealing with all the mistakes aroused by these moves. What is an e-commerce platform? Amazon, Etsy, eBay are the e-commerce platforms, also called marketplaces. We are going to include them in this video. However, we will focus on discussing the e-commerce platforms that allow you to build your own brand, have your own domain, and avoiding paying huge fees to marketplaces. Instead, use this money to promote and grow your own brand. I am not saying that the marketplaces are the wrong choice as e-commerce platform. My philosophy and position are next. To make an e-commerce business profitable and scalable, it's crucial to have your e-commerce brand that works on a platform like Shopify or Woocoomerce, and then expand your e-commerce brand on marketplaces like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and others. This combination will allow you to use multi-channel marketing and sales approaches. Let me give you visual examples so that you can understand it better. I do manage multiple e-commerce stores for myself and my clients. So here is the example of Shopify store. It looks like this. And if we compare it to Woocoomerce, for example, which looks like this, Shopify have more modernish look. The functionalities are great on both platforms and they work like magic for me. I don't have any issues to expand and scale my brand to other marketplaces, e-commerce platforms like Etsy, Amazon, eBay, and others. I use a solution which is called Baselinker, and Baselinker helps me to connect my Woocoomerce store, my own brand, to marketplaces like Etsy, eBay, and manage everything in one single place. You also have plethora of additional integrations, solutions, and marketplaces which you can connect and use. I think there are over 160 marketplaces. Baselinker supports more than 60 e-commerce platforms. It's also available in English language and other languages as well. If I sell something on eBay, my Woocoomerce stock, where I run my own brand, automatically adjusts. If I sell something with my own Woocoomerce store, then eBay stock automatically adjusts. This is possible because of Baselinker integration, and I can avoid plethora of manual work in that way. I do not advertise my eBay store on Facebook, Instagram, or Google. It's harmful and unprofitable. Instead, I use native marketplace advertising. Etsy, eBay, Amazon, all of them have native advertising. On top of that, I cannot use my Facebook or Google Pixel with marketplaces like Etsy, Amazon, eBay. Here is, for example, my own brand, which I run on Woocoomerce platform. And here I have a Facebook tracking code, which helps me to measure and optimize my advertising performance. For example, if I click on Add to Cart, Facebook tracks that. Here, Add to Cart, and I'm able to see this data in my Facebook advertising dashboard. If I go to the checkout with the same product, Facebook will track that as well. I'm going to the checkout, and here I can see that Facebook tracks my move. Everything that can be measured can be improved. Here you have all the data in order to improve your own e-commerce brand performance. Marketplaces are also charging high fees for every transaction you make. Here, for example, I sold something for $1,276. Out of this amount, I earned, let's say, $800. So I had to pay almost 30% of the total amount to eBay. I paid standard transaction fees, which are, I think, 15%, and then I had to pay ad fee standard. eBay provides you with multiple advertising formats. You have an option where you only pay for the advertising a percentage where you sold something. If you sold something through the advertising, you pay between 10 to 15%. in addition to the transaction fee. In the end, you're paying between, let's say, 20 to 30% to eBay from the total amount. Huge fees. Marketplaces have their own rules that you have to respect. The same rules can also hinder your progress. For example, I listed more than 1 million in inventory and eBay doesn't allow me to post more to increase my chances to sell more. It's very upsetting. I've been requesting multiple times to increase my limits and I was rejected every time. They are asking me to make 10 sales a month to lift my limits, which is statistically impossible to do in a free way for a new luxury brand on eBay. Somewhat they are forcing me to invest in their native advertising where, as you already saw, fees are huge, around 30% from every transaction you make. So I have zero motivation to invest in that way. My own brand, which is based on Woocoomerce, gives me more return on investment for the same amount. I would better invest that 30% from every transaction to my Woocoomerce store because I already know that I have better return on investment. For these reasons, I advise you to create your own brand using a platform like Shopify or Woocoomerce and then expand it on marketplaces like Etsy, Amazon, and eBay. Marketplaces, Etsy, Amazon, eBay versus Shopify and Woocoomerce. For my 7-figure e-commerce brand, which I run on Woocoomerce platform, advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Google are highly effective. I'm not satisfied with advertising on marketplaces. However, I have multiple clients that are doing very well on Etsy, eBay, Amazon, and they cannot achieve same profitable results with their Shopify or Woocoomerce while running Facebook, Google, or Instagram advertising. Let me give you an example. So I have a client that has a store on Etsy marketplace and they have more than 67,000 orders. They are performing very well here on Etsy, but they cannot achieve same profitable results with their Shopify store while using Facebook, Instagram, or Google advertising. So what e-commerce platform is better? There is no correct answer to that. Try everything in the way I advised above. Exclude losers and scale methods that works for you. Your e-commerce brand with your own domain, which you ran either on Shopify or Woocoomerce, will have more advertising methods than marketplaces, giving you more chances to succeed. So what is the best e-commerce platform you have to use right now? Statistically speaking, Shopify number 1, Woocoomerce is number 2, then Wix, Squarespace, and Ecwid, if we are analyzing the entire world. If we take top 10K stores, then we have Shopify, we have Magento as well, we have Shopify Plus. If we analyze by countries, in Germany, for example, we have Shopify, then Ecwid, then Wix, then Woocoomerce. In Australia, for example, we have Shopify, Woocoomerce, Squarespace, and then Wix. If we analyze, for example, France, we have Wix number 1, Shopify number 2, Ecwid number 3, Woocoomerce number 4. If we analyze, let's say, India, then we have Woocoomerce, huge percentage here, Shopify and Wix third one. If we analyze United States, we have Shopify, Wix, Woocoomerce, Squarespace. If we analyze Russia, for example, here we have Woocoomerce, OpenCart. I used OpenCart, don't like it at all. Then we have Beagle in sales. I use it as well, not satisfied. Shopify and Woocoomerce are the most popular platforms and advanced from technological point of view. I would say that other platforms are trying to copy them. Magento is an enterprise solution and majority of my 8-figure clients are moving from Magento to Shopify Plus. Magento was acquired by Adobe and I don't know what are their next moves to cope with this negative trend. Number 3 and 4, Wix and Squarespace. Most of my clients have been forced to move from these platforms to Shopify and Woocoomerce due to a need for more advanced technological possibilities for scaling their brands. And last is Ecwid, a platform similar to Shopify. I don't see any particular reasons to recommend it over Shopify. I tried all of them and my favorites are Woocoomerce and Shopify. If you are not familiar with server setup and optimization, use Shopify. If you are familiar with server setup and WordPress, use Woocoomerce. Here is the backend of my Woocoomerce store. This is how it looks. You have here orders, the clients, reports, settings. You have the possibility to post the products, categories, variations. You have analytics, you have marketing options. Then you have the aspect of your store, how it looks, theme optimizations, settings, and stuff like that. You have plethora of applications, or plugins, or modules. For example, you have modules for SEO, for email marketing, for data analytics and stuff like that. Everything you have on Shopify, you can find on Woocoomerce as well. In some cases, I would say that Woocoomerce maybe is more advanced from some technological views. Or here is how Shopify looks. It has, again, the orders, the products, the settings, the analytics, the apps. All the apps you can find here as well. On Shopify, they are called apps. On Woocoomerce, they are called plugins or modules. Same plugins you have on Shopify, most probably you will find them on Woocoomerce as well, and vice versa. When you are using Shopify, you have to pay a monthly subscriptions, and you don't have to have additional headache on how to set up your server, upload your Woocoomerce. You don't need to be technologically advanced to use Shopify. While Woocoomerce requires you to be technologically advanced. Let's say you would need to know how to set up your server, for example, how to optimize your server. For example, here for my Woocoomerce store, I am using a server that I bought through DigitalOcean. In any case, you can hire web system administrator who can help you to set up it and web developer to fix things fast. Or there are other hosting providers, let's say like Rocket, which are Woocoomerce optimized. You just need to do a few clicks and this will be much easier for you to set up. I use Rocket and I use DigitalOcean to manage my Woocoomerce stores. DigitalOcean is for more advanced users and Rocket.net, let's say, is for beginners. That's it. This video must help you to select the best platform for your needs. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below. It will help me a lot.